Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Discover with Jesse. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. Hit, click the notification button, the bell you're seeing above, click it so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. Okay, and if you're a returning viewer, I'm very happy and I'm so excited that you're coming back to watch my videos. This makes me, so happy and motivates me also to do more. So today I have an interesting topic. Okay, now this topic talks about why African Americans are leaving Ghana in droves since after the year of return. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the year of return, so let me shed light on it. Okay, so in 2019, the president of Ghana, His Excellency President Nana Akuffo-Addo, you know, he was the one that talked about that said, okay, there should be uh, there should be a year of return. Okay, now he was talking about African Americans, living in the United States, not just America, like some of those that we are also, during the transatlantic slave trade. These Africans that were shipped to Europe and the rest of them, the Americas. He said as long as you're African living in the diaspora, like African American or from England, you understand? This has to do with people that were shipped during slave trade that have now, become, citizens of the various countries they are in, like the England, like in the United States, even some in Brazil, some other places. Okay, please. This is like a discussion, and wherever you think I got it wrong, you can just come to the comment section respectfully and tell me, "Oh, this is what you think." At least I like this to be an interactive. If you say something in the comments, I'm always going to reply you, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so back to the topic. So the year of return was coined, and the African Americans were encouraged, to come to Africa, come back to Africa, come back to your roots, come back to the motherland. Okay, so a whole lot of big, huge African American celebrities, we are all hashtagging the year of return, come back to Ghana, the motherland, and all that. So it was huge on social media. You go on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, you know, you see the year of return, you see these big African American celebrities. They were even coming to Ghana, making videos, posting it online. I don't know. I don't know why. Why they were doing that? I don't know. But it's nice that they came to Africa, by the way. So they were doing videos and they were encouraging African Americans to relocate, to move to Africa, especially Ghana. Ghana. They should come to Ghana, that Ghana is heaven, that Ghana is beautiful. Oh, in Ghana, you're going to be a CEO. When you come back to Ghana, you open business and you become a huge executive and all that. So they were motivating and encouraging African Americans to move back to Africa, okay, to move back to Ghana. Okay, so even the tourism sector in Ghana too, yes, I think they were also promoting it, like the year of return. So now these African Americans that leaded to the call, watched online and say, okay, let's give it a try, let's go. So a whole lot of African Americans relocated to Ghana. Okay, they came to Ghana, a whole lot of them. Okay, so now, but they are leaving. A whole lot of them have been leaving. So what's the problem? What went wrong? So first of all, let me tell you. Okay, uh, among the people that came back to Ghana that were African Americans or from other places that came back to Ghana, okay, some of them were job creators. Okay, some of them were job creators, but many of them were like maybe the YouTubers, and all that, that type of that was more. There were much more of them that came back to Ghana, or retired African Americans, or African Americans that were unemployed. Okay, so they thought, okay, this is an opportunity. So we're going to Ghana, and over there in Ghana, we're gonna set up a business. I'm gonna do very fine. No, it's heaven, because that was actually the impression that was given to them, that Ghana is beautiful, Ghana is blessed, Ghana is lovely. You're gonna enjoy your life to the fullest in Ghana. Some of them that were tired of racism were like, okay, that's it. So I'm gonna move to Ghana. I'm gonna move to Ghana. So they were coming into Ghana in droves. But now the question again is, why are African Americans leaving Ghana in droves? Okay, so let's talk about one of the reasons, which is cultural differences. Yeah, cultural differences. Oh, I'm speaking phonetic today. Oh, my Ghanaian audience. I'm speaking phonetic today. Don't mind me. So one of the problems is the cultural differences. Okay, so now these African Americans that came to Ghana, there was cultural clash. Now, for instance, an African American over there in the US will call someone that maybe could come to fix his AC, or come and fix something spoiled in the house, that you want that thing to get fixed. So now the culture over there is that when you call someone in the US and they tell you, okay, give me 1 hour, at exactly 1 hour, that person you call, that technician you call, is going to show up in your house in the US exactly 1 hour. If that person exceeds 1 hour, maybe with 5 minutes, the person will come and the person will be apologizing. I'm so sorry, please, I'm so sorry. The person will apologize. But in Ghana, maybe you're calling a plumber. Hello, please, can you come to my house? I have a pipe that just got burst. Can you help me fix it? And he'll tell you, okay, give me 1 hour. 1 hour. You might be waiting. An hour passed, 2 hours don't pass, 3 hours has passed, maybe, or even four, depends. And then he shows up. You have been waiting. You have been waiting. Maybe he shows up and he doesn't even really like show much concern. Maybe he doesn't give you an apology. Okay, maybe like the people, these African Americans have been meeting in the US, that have been coming to maybe work for them in the house, and all that, like keeping appointment time. We have what we call African time here in Africa. So we are all used to African time, but it's not the same thing in the US. In the US, there's no such thing like African time. They tell you 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock. So another example is, maybe for instance, in the US, maybe someone goes to eat something in a restaurant, buy food, and maybe one of the workers is maybe acting in a way that is not okay to the person, to the customer. Okay, the customer will say, like, where's your manager? Where's your manager? And the manager is going to show up, and he's going to talk to the manager and say, see, what this what the person is doing. And the manager is going to even sometimes apologize, and even, ask you not to pay, like, okay, don't worry, you can go. Don't like they pamper customers in the US. They treat customers with respect in the US. No, it's not as if Ghanaians, they don't treat customers with respect. But you know that maybe the way these people do their things in the US is not maybe the same way, exactly the same way that things is being done in Ghana. So that's for cultural differences and language barrier. Now, in as much as Ghana is an English speaking country, now they speak Twi more than English. They speak Twi in Ghana more than English. Ask anybody. It's not as an exaggeration. So the language barrier, maybe not being so able to like communicate, like, you understand. So maybe that becomes a problem for them. Okay. So another thing we're going to talk about, that made some of these African Americans to relocate back to the United States, is the cost of living in Ghana. The cost of living in Ghana. Now, you agree with me that the economy of Ghana is not so good. The economy of Ghana is not so good. Now, there's high price in like hike in fuel price. The cost of living in general, house rent is very expensive, and most of these African Americans that came to Ghana, some of them not being job creators, though some you still find job creators among them, but some of them not being job creators. These are people that maybe they were not working in the US, they are not in the working class, maybe retirees and all that. Now, they didn't have a whole lot of money, and then they moved to Ghana. Okay, the cost of living is high. What they're paying as rent, what they're paying as electricity bill, and all that, like, it's too much. And they never expected it to be like this. Maybe they were telling them Ghana is not expensive, Ghana is heaven, and all that. So when they now came to Ghana and saw the reality on ground that Ghana is expensive, now they may start considering, oh, it's better I go back to the United States where, I already know how the system works and all that. The system was totally different from theirs. They weren't expecting things like this, okay? Like the cost of living, especially in Accra. In Accra, the cost of living in Accra is too high. Okay. Now, aside the cost of living, now is taxes. Now, as long as you are an American citizen, whether by naturalization or birth, you are paying taxes to the American Treasury. You are paying taxes to the American Treasury. Whether like, as long as you are an American citizen, you have to pay taxes. Now, some of these people they don't have much money, and they came to Africa. So now it's no longer them paying tax to one country. They are now paying taxes to two countries. So when they came to Ghana and see how things are, how expensive living in Ghana is now, then they may start considering to move back to their country. Okay, so that's why many of them also started leaving Ghana, because they are paying taxes in two countries, and how much is left for them. So it's not so easy. It's not so easy. You understand? Like, it's not easy at all. Another thing is infrastructure. Infrastructure. Yeah, in as much as Africa is, we are really doing a whole lot. Like, Africa is great. Africa is great. We are doing our best in Africa. But now the infrastructure in the United States and the one they came to meet in Africa, as much as we have good roads in Ghana, we have water, we have light, but now sometimes there is light out in Ghana. Dumso. Maybe these African Americans might just come back and enter their house on the light, and there's no light that moment. There's no light. Now, this type of thing does not happen where they came from, being maybe the US or wherever they came from. Okay, so they are not used to this. You understand? They are not so used to such light. Maybe staying for a minute or two without light. They always have light. Okay, so this become a problem for them, and they start missing home. Yes, most of them that went back to their country, some of the things they met in Ghana made them to start missing home. So this type of things will now make them say, let's go. Now, some of them, I don't know, maybe Ghanaians are so welcoming. So let me don't say some of them were not really welcomed in Ghana like that. So no, Ghanaians are welcoming. But though I've still had some people say something like that, but I wouldn't say that. Ghanaians are very welcoming. I've talked about tax, I've talked about infrastructure, and I think, like, good roads, good roads. Now, in as much as Ghana has good roads, there are still some parts you see, meet some type of, roads that, so these type of things will make them, go back to their country. And, you know, most of them had that mindset that, oh, if we come to Ghana with the little money we have, I'm going to be able to set up a business. I'm going to become a CEO. So when they came to Ghana and saw the reality on ground, that, it's not easy. Leaving your country, coming to another country, setting up a business, you don't have a steady stream of income. The income they have, maybe from their, is not enough for them, because in Africa is very expensive, and in Africa we don't have one stream of income. If you have one stream of income in Africa, yeah, you'll be hungry, you go hungry. So maybe a lot of them that came, maybe they were depending on their pension or some other source of income, and they came to Ghana. So it wasn't easy to adapt. It wasn't so easy for them to adapt, because in Africa, like I said, we have different streams of income to survive. So it wasn't so easy for them. It wasn't so easy for them. So this also brought about them moving back to America or wherever they came from. Okay, guys, but at the same time, let me still talk what I think was, that Ghana benefited from the year of return. Okay, now remember, it boosted tourism in Ghana. That year of return, the hashtag everywhere. So a whole lot of people were like, "Oh, is this Ghana? Is it? I want to go to Ghana. Oh, have you been to Ghana? I want to go to Ghana." So a lot of foreigners, also came to Ghana. So this also boosted the tourist sector of Ghana. Okay, so Ghana had a whole lot of tourists because of the year of return. How did this affect the economy of Ghana? Okay, so now people came to Ghana to spend their money. You understand? People came to Ghana to spend their money. There were few people that invested because of that year of return. Maybe few people that invested, opened restaurants. Yeah, there are some African Americans, and if I come to Ghana, I'm going to interview them. There are some African Americans that also established businesses in Ghana, and that is nice. That's all right. Okay, so that's it. So that's, like I said, that's one of the advantages of the year of return, boosting the economy, no matter how small. More money in circulation because they came to the country. They are buying with their money. They are spending in the country. Some of them open businesses. So yes, that these ones are the benefits. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Click the notification bell button you're seeing above so that whenever I drop any video, you'll be notified. Thanks, and see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.